Hey there. Well, wow, looking at our step-by-step directions, we are over halfway done. The next thing that we need to do is start to figure out how much wood we need for our dividers. That's step number 11. It says add up the total length for all of your dividers, give the total length to the teacher for your divider wood. So you see these little spots that we have down here? That's where we have to put in what our measurements are for our dividers, which we did back in step number 4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at my pattern and I'm going to write down, I'm going to use a marker. Normally I would use a pencil, but this way you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm going to write down my measurements. So I have 3 inches right here. Then I have 9.5 inches. And my last one is 2 and 15/16. Now, everybody's measurements are going to be different because not everybody's box looks exactly the same. All right. Now, some people might have 3, some might have 4 or 5 measurements, but you need to make sure that you add all of the divider pieces up together so we make sure we have the right length. Now that I have that, I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and I'm going to write those measurements and do the math for it. So I said I had 3 plus 9.5 plus 2 and 15/16. What would be my total that I need for that? Well, the first thing you want to do is we want to find a common denominator for our fractions. So I like to bring my fractions down below and find my common denominator. Okay, well, taking a look at this, if you know a little bit about math, you know that these are both even numbers. So 2 would not be 1 because we need one that's smaller or, yeah, bigger than 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this to a 16 on the bottom here. And then I say 2 goes into 16 how many times? Well, if you said 8, your answer is correct. Then 8 times 1 equals 8. So I can get rid of my half-inch mark right here. What I need to do now is to add my fractions. Well, when we add fractions, if we have a common denominator, that stays the same. We do not add the bottom numbers. All right, what we are going to do is we are going to add the top numbers. If we have 8 plus 15, you should get, hopefully you got 23. All right, so this would be my answer. But looking at this, you should realize that, uh-oh, that is an improper fraction. So what do? I need to figure out how many times 16 will go into 23. Okay, so I can go ahead and do that, and I can say 16 will go in there 1 time, and I need to find however many are left. All right, taking a look at it, if you did it properly, you should look and say, okay, 23 minus 16 is, what do you got for your answer? Hopefully you said 7. All right. Now this, I can come and I can bring it back up to the top. I need to make sure I get rid of my fractions up here, and I can go 3 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1 and 7/16 equals, well, going and adding, I have 3 plus 9 equals 12 plus 2 is 14 plus 1 would be 15, and then we have our fraction of 7/16. So what you would need to do is you would write down 15/7/16. Now you can bring back your pink sheet and you would put your total length on the bottom here where it says equals. So I have 15 and 7/16. That's how much you would come up and tell me how much wood you need for your divider. You would give it to me in inches, the exact amount. I'm always going to give you a little extra wood just in case you make mistakes, but I want to know exactly how much you need so I can make sure I give you enough. If you're not sure on how to add the fractions, you can come see me, or math teacher would be a great resource, or a lot of your friends even know how to add fractions. So make sure you add your fractions properly. Give me the final number that you need, and I'll be happy to hand over the divider pieces for you.